Okay guys, so I'm back on this truck. We fixed the starting problem. It actually starts very well now. All the air is bled out of the system. How quickly it fires up. It's pretty quick. I'll shut it back off. I just drove it down here. I let it run for a while and it got up to, I don't know, about 160, 170 degrees, somewhere around there. Yeah. So it fires up real well now. So now we're digging into the DPF light, okay? You know, the last video I did was, alright, I wanted to focus on the starting problem, okay? I wanted to be aware that we had another problem, but I wanted that video to be about the starting problem itself. And as you can tell, you know, we let it shut off for a while. I mean, we've obviously got that taken care of. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move into that. So, the DPF, now you would think diesel particulate filter, it's a problem with that. Alright, so here's what's going on. I've checked the codes. We do not have any codes that relate to the DPF. I cleared the codes, ran the truck, and waited for the stuff to come back. What came back was the three same codes. Two for air conditioning and one for the variable geometry turbo mechanically is not responding. So what I did is I came out here and did a little visual inspection here. And you can see this is the rod right here that changes the variable geometry in the turbo. So I turn the key on and you guys can watch, and I'll put the video in right here of what happens. When you cycle the key, that's supposed to open up and close back and forth, go fully one way, fully the other way as we understand it, and it doesn't. So you can watch that. Okay, so I've got the air cleaner removed and the inlet to the turbo, and I've checked the wiring. Let's see if I can get my hands down here. You can see this. This is the wire here, and it comes way back in here, and it hooks to the block. I pulled the wiring out and looked at it all, and I followed the harness all the way up here, and I couldn't find anything that looked chafed or damaged at all. However, grab the hold of this, and this actuator, this arm right here, get my arm in there with the camera there, should be able to move up and down, and it's froze solid. It won't move. Let me show you what it looks like on a good turbo. Alright, this is an 08 Max Force DT466. This is the same turbo. This is that actuator arm, just hits the engine sitting up and down, not sideways. But you can watch here. See how easy that is? So that the vanes inside there work just fine. So I'm inclined to believe it's in the turbo that's actually stuck versus the electric motor. Because what happens is every time that you turn a key on, it does a self-test, and being as though this one won't move, it's going to set that code immediately. And I don't think I'd be able to free this up. I can't even budge it. I'm going to try and tap on it and see if we can get it to move, but I'm not hopeful. Alright, I've been working that back and forth. Let's see what it looks like now. What it should do is a full sweep up and a full sweep back down, and then stop. Okay, so I ended up taking the variable geometry turbo. I left it on there. I started the truck up, I let it run for a while, and I kept working that thing. I let it run, get up to temperature, shut it off, get in there, work that thing up and down for a little while, and then I'd start it up, let it run, get back up to temperature again, work it for a while. I did that over and over and over again, and finally it got to where I could hit the plunger down and it would spring back up under its own, which is what we were after. So after that happened, I came inside and I went to go start it up. And I want you to pay attention to how much better it starts now too, because since the last video, I ran this thing not hard, but I ran it pretty good, and it seems to start a lot faster now. So I came in and that light was off, which was my understanding that if the variable geometry turbo sets a code when it does a self-test, it will eventually turn that light on, and now it's gone off. So I've driven the truck a little bit, I've gone up and down the highway just a little bit, and the light stayed off. So I think we're pretty good, and the throttle response is good. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear the turbo spooling. Seems to be maybe a little bit louder than before, but now also it's warm. It's what's our temperature here? 170 degrees or so, 180, somewhere around there. You know, it fires right up, and again, lights out. So the code it had turbo is now inactive. So we may have got lucky, maybe not. I may still have to put a turbo in it. I have one if I need to, but I thought let's try this first because I was really apprehensive. I thought I just needed to change it, but when I got back in it, and after I got it to where it would just spring down and come back up, I got back in and the light was off. So I thought, well, let's give it a shot. So that's what we're going to do. That's the end of this one. I'm done with this truck as far as I know, unless we're going to put my dump bed on. But if we do, we'll bring you along. So if you guys like what we're doing, give us that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments down below, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.